It is July 6, 2023, and I wanted to talk about what happened in the night because there was a vision I got, a real vision, not a dream, because it was very clear what it was about, and I could think and talk in this vision. And it was about 2:00 in the night when I find myself standing in a real white room, and it's two opinion about what is from heaven or visions to get. And the first time I really got contact with aliens, UFO, was 1978, when they took me up to heaven and I saw Jerusalem, the new Jerusalem, and I didn't know anything about Jerusalem in that time, and I didn't read the Bible, and I was not in a church, so I didn't know what it was that I saw, but I write it down and make a drawing about it, and today I know I was in a new Jerusalem. They showing me that, and I couldn't see who bring me up to heaven and the new Jerusalem, but I felt I had someone with me, and he was saying to me that it was not my time yet to come into the new Jerusalem. He said to me, and I know that today that I had much to do for heaven, but maybe more to come. I don't know. I don't know the future, but some sign can I get, but I don't really 100% know the future. But so there is many people that only believe in God, that it's only God around us, and some people don't even understand that there is many around us that we can't see, and that affect our life and affect this planet we live on. And it's like two groups of people. Those that believe in aliens, but they don't believe in God. And there is a group that believe in God and not believe in aliens. So it's very hard for me to talk about what have happened in my life, because the first that I get contact with, I remember when I was a teenager, that I wake up one night and it was someone standing in my room that was about up to the ceiling, so 2 meters high, tall, and I could sometimes see flying objects outside my window in that time, and I saw it as alien, and I was scared about them because I didn't know anything about them. I'm not scared today about aliens, UFO, and not, of course, God and the people in the afterlife. I am not frightened about them anymore because I know who they are and what plans they have for this planet, even if it's hard to make it come true. But they have a plan, and a plan can be crushed. It have to be get someone that take it and accept it for it to come true. If no one accept that plan, then it's doomed. Doesn't work. And that's what we are in just now. So I ask God, when God come down in year 2000 and talk to me about my future, I ask God, who am these aliens, UFO? Who are they? And God didn't laugh at me. He took it serious. And he answered me that was the people of the future. So it is those that have already walked over to the other side. And it's the people of the future is those in afterlife that do things and say things and make us do things that will be in the future. Because when someone say to you to do something, that person tell you about the future, and you go into the future when you do things they have said. So that's afterlife, the people of the future, like God told me. He was speaking English, so he said that those are the people of the future. He said, not from, they are in the future. And so that's what it's words they say here on this planet. People is saying aliens and UFO. It's not from God. It's people that say that. And UFO is the objects that they can't, and they don't know what it is. UFO is I can't say that word. ID, not good ID on them, and aliens is I have been aliens in United States. Alien in United States. That means that they are not citizen. So they are not citizen in this country, and they are not citizen on this planet. And that's what it means, and that is not what God have say. You don't see it in the Bible. And so it's what people are saying that don't know. And there is many evil forces that know about this with UFO and aliens, but they work against it and talk. They love to talk like it is demons, evil things, and because they want you to stay in only the knowledge of their church, what they are preaching, and the money you give them. So they work against it, and many works against it. Those people that have fear for alien UFO, they are often in these organizations about UFO because they don't want it to be true, because they are scared. So they work against. And when I have done those reports, they have not talked to me and do research because they have fear. And 1994, I was taken up. I was taken out from my home, out from the window, and up in the air by UFO. And the organization I talked to, they come and talk to me about it, but they never did research, because he that was the boss for it, he say that he believe that if a person is talking about it year after year, then it's true. And so he say that, but he never researched it because he had fear that it should be true. So it's very much that work against it. And these people seems look at themselves as not be evil, but they work for the evil. And so this night, 2:00, about between 2 and 3 o'clock, as I see it, because I was up and go to the bathroom, and I knew what time it was, and it was after I got this vision. And I was standing in a white room, so I never saw myself going there or enter in there. I certainly only was in a real white room, and there was some people in that room, maybe 5-6 people, and real people. And I saw one very old woman in the room, and then I heard, like from, I think it was a computer, it was a AI, like that. I think it was not a real person, it was out in the air only, and it says, "Is it you?" And then I don't remember the name, it was a common Swedish name. They ask, and I say, "I am not her." So in some way they must have taken me for another person when they took me out from my bed. And then I was there, and I knew I was in a UFO. I was in some spaceship, and now I don't remember what happened more, but I tell you that I'm very sure that they did something on me in the spaceship, But I remember that I was going out with an old woman, and I go into an elevator, and the elevator was that I recognized from before when I have been in a spaceship. That is this beam that coming out from the spaceship that is like an elevator, but you can see around you. It's a transparent walls, like glass around the walls. And when the door was closing for me to go down, then I saw this old woman. But the old woman, the aliens or the spaceship speaker say, you the older woman. And as I look around, because that was an old woman there, but they say it was me that was the old woman. So those other people was younger, but it was one that was much older than me, maybe over 90 years old. And then when I go down in the elevator, I saw her standing in the open door, but she didn't go with me into the elevator. She was outside, so she belonged to the spaceship. She was not one that they have taken up to the spaceship. I was the oldest in that group. And I look at her, and she changed to be a normal expression in her face. And then I saw her with full of love looking at me, full of love, really. So I think she was some kind of protector for me to not go away with the spaceship. I could return to Earth. I could return to my bed and wake up. So it maybe will be that one day that they take with me in the spaceship, and then I never return to Earth. But just now, did they send me back to Earth? And that for me means that I have more things to do here on Earth for them. And I'm not 100% sure, but I am almost 100% sure that those aliens are from the afterlife. They are not from another planet. They are our ancestors that coming down and take up people that will never come back, and things that disappeared that they take and pick. And it's not evil, it's good things that some people have done what they should do, and they take them up because they have stopped working for the afterlife. And I have not stopped working for afterlife. I will never stop working for afterlife until they call me home. So I was back in my bed and I wake up with very much pain, and was hoping that they could have make some healings for me in my body then if they wanted to send me back. And maybe they have done that. Maybe is it not the leg they did the healing on. And then I know that twice I have got sent seagulls. They look like seagulls, but it's angels that coming down to me into my home twice, because the first time was not enough. It's so much targeting me just now to kill me. But that I'm used with this, that they tried to kill me from the devil's people. They did that. I was thinking about it this morning, that they tried to kill me before I was born, when I was in my mother's womb. I had already an adopted older sister, and I had a brother that listened at her and was evil also in his birth. And I have lots of DNAs that is not nice people, but also very nice people, good people in my DNA. I have both. And my mother thought it was enough with 2 children, my adopted sister and my biologic brother. That was enough. So she go to the doctor and want to have abortion. But she didn't knew she was pregnant. So I was already in my 5th, 6th month. And the doctor say it's too late to do an abortion. You need to give birth to this child, the doctor say. So, and the doctor say also something my mother laughed about. If I had knew that you should be pregnant so quick after you have got your son, I should have taken sewing into zip and a zipper. he joke about it, because he tried to make my mother be happy to get one more child, but she wasn't. She hated to give birth to one more child, and I was born with a C-section because my mother was 42 years old when she gave birth to me. So it was already before I was born, but God hid me. So I was in my mother's womb too long for to be abortion a child. And then when I was between 2 and 3 years old, my adopted sister, she pushed me out in the street, and a truck drive over me, and I died. But God make me could come to life again. And so it have been the whole time. The devil have tried to kill me the whole time, and now he doing differently, because he find out that he can't kill me in that way that a car drive over me. That was 2018. I was drive over by a car and I didn't die. And so now he have this way to kill me that the doctors doesn't want to help me. I have illness in my body since many, many years. And now I'm on my way to die because of be more and more bad in my pancreas. And the doctor here in Sweden doesn't want to help me. So I die in that way that the doctor ignore me. And I should have help of people. And the only, I thought for a long time, the only way to escape death in a little too young to die years, and I have much more to do for God here on earth, that the only way I was thinking to get a man that want to marry me and want me to live in United States or in Israel or in Canada, or some countries that have a good health care that can do the surgery on my pancreas and change it. And I'm on my way now to get the very bad kidneys. But I am not there yet. But it's very, very close. And then I saw yesterday that it was, I think it was 170, someone in Columbus, Ohio, have downloaded all the chapters I have made in this podcast. And it have been before download from Columbus, Ohio. I don't know if it's from the city or is it a node, an internet cluster there. So that person or the people or the church have downloaded from another city in around Ohio. And I think it's Chicago is the close health department, or it's the closest to immigration. And I have done that for 20 years ago, in Chicago, asked to stay in United States. But then I had to move away from Chicago to Florida, so I could never do it. I had too much problems with people around me, and where to stay and where get something to eat. And so it never happened. And it's like God is telling me that I should take the flight to Columbus in Ohio, because it seems most interest of what I'm talking about. But, you know, it will be the same thing like to Israel, that I wait, because if God give me money so I can stay at the hotel, I can buy my flight ticket but I can't stay in expensive hotels in Columbus. So, and no one have wrote me and say I can stay in their home. So that's the answer again, that I get money supernatural from God to could stay in Columbus. If God want me to stay in Columbus, and I need to stay there for a long time, because to go to the immigration and to interview and tell them that I can't say that God is talking to me, because they believe that I am mental sick, and then I doesn't get any help of my health issues, because they think I am mental sick only, because they don't believe in God in Sweden. So I need to move to a country where they believe in God. I'm going to tell them that. So I need that money to could stay in Columbus, Ohio. So I will see if I get money supernatural. I am not hurry just now, because I'm thinking I have to stop the injection for my psoriasis, because I eat antibiotica just now, so that work against the medicine for Stellara injection for psoriasis. I have to wait until I have done eating up my antibiotica first, and then I get the injection if it's working July 17, and if it's gone, the inflammation, then I take that injection there, and then I get a new injection after 3 months, and that is in October, somewhere late October, and then I can take the flight. I need to have got the injection just when I take the flight. So and then I have 3 months where I don't need to have the injection for psoriasis, and I take the flight back if it's not happen anything, and then I live my life like I do today, and know I'm going to die, and prepare me for to die, as I don't get any help with my health issues, not mental issues, because that I don't have. I have problems with my body, and especially the pancreas, and I understand it today that I have had this inflammation for a very long time, that have affect the possible to could walk like I did before. It's because it's the infection is in my brain also, but not taking my intellectual things in the brain. It's the motoric, my movement with my body, my legs and arms, that is almost gone because of the infection. So I really need a new pancreas. But I'm okay to come back home to the afterlife, to God, and to my ancestor and to my big family in heaven. So this is what is going on today. I'm still very sick in my leg. But I got, after 11 hours sitting in an emergency room, people say to me, they call it emergency room and we sit here so we can die because of the waiting 11 hour on a chair. But I got my medicine for 1 more week, and I hope it's going away. Or else I don't know. It's up to afterlife and God to do things. If they want me to stay here on earth, or if they want me to come home. But after this night, it seems like they want me to be here on earth. But it's about people, what people are doing here on earth. If the doctor doesn't want to help me, then it's nothing to do. So thank you for listening, and thank you to be my follower and understand what I'm going through. I love you and God loves you.